Hello, this is Tommy Bennett, and I'm going to show you what I learned in my LMS class through EduSpire. My LMS is It's Learning, and on the screen here you can see that I have created a course that I call Bennett Algebra Sandbox. I'm basically getting my algebra course ready for next year. So I'm putting all my materials in the sandbox course so that I can copy and paste at the beginning of the year into my school's created course with all my students in it. So this page here is my course dashboard. It has bulletins, the planner, favorites, and other things that I can add into content blocks. So here I have embedded screencasts of my graphing calculator. It's actually a full YouTube playlist of graphing calculator tutorials, the first one being created by me. Most of the other work that I've done in this is in the planner. So I'm going to show you the planner right now. So I've created, for like the first day or two of my course, I've created a Welcome to Algebra unit. And in this course, I've added some key learning points, a unit essential question. I haven't added any standards because it's just an introductory course. And I've added an introduction discussion, an answer garden activity, a whole class activity using Google Slides. I have a course overview of my syllabus and other policies in Google Slides. And then I have an assignment for the kids to show and tell our It's Learning page to their parent or guardian. So if I go to the course dashboard, I'm going to show you what the students see in the planner. So in the planner box, if it's active, it'll say start. So they'll start, and then they can arrow through the activities. So here is my discussion. I actually modeled this after the EduSpire introduction. It's like a get to know you kind of thing. And I plan on putting the first post on so they can read a little bit about me and see how I want them to respond before they start to respond. The next one is an answer garden activity where they can type in what makes them happy. So I'll show you that. And then it adds into this little word graphic so they can see all the other student responses, and then they can click yes or no if they've completed it. The next one I have is a Prezi for a lines and blobs activity. So I have it linked right here, so I will open that in a new tab. Wait for it to load. Okay, so I've called this the math zone. So as they work, we're actually going to work through this as a whole class. So this would be up on my Promethean board. So this is a get to know your classmates activity. And how you play lines and blobs is, there are two goals basically. The first goal is to form lines in a specific order from a topic. The next thing is to form blobs, which is just groups of people, and you form the groups by having something in common. So the first thing we're going to try is a line, and students are supposed to line up alphabetically by first names. And then They're going to create blobs of people who love the same food. So their same favorite food. So we might have a blob of people who like pizza, a blob of people who like tacos, so on and so on. Next, I have for the students to gather into 3 blobs or groups according to what lunch they have. And I figured this is a good way to have friends or make new friends and know that you have the same lunch, so you might have somebody to sit by. And then there's a bunch of others. I won't show you the whole Prezi. Let's go back to my It's Learning page. So this we do as a whole class. And then next I have a task called the Course Syllabus Overview. And the students are going to look at my Google Slides for basically information from my syllabus and course policies and grading and that sort of thing. I also have this as a Google Doc so they can copy it or print it for their records. And then I've created a contact form. So I will open this form. And the students will type in their information, their school email address, whether they've read the form, that they agree to the policies, name, internet access, what social media they use, so on and so on. And then the last one I have is the show and tell. So this is an assignment that I made in It's Learning. And the students are supposed to log in at home. And this gives directions of how to log in at home because it's a little bit different than logging in at school. They're supposed to show their parents or guardians a little bit about our course and maybe some of the features like instant messaging. And then finally they have to take their parents to this link, which is similar to their information link, but it's a little bit different. So let's go up to that tab. So I have a link to the course syllabus here so they can look at it and read over all the details, whether they've read it and agree to it, their student's name, their name, address and phone number, how would they like to be updated in the course, if they want to use social media to follow the course, and then our graphing calculator policy at the bottom. So then parents can submit this, and they can submit it, for each parent or guardian, or they can submit it as one group. So that's it for the introduction. I also have, let me go back to teacher view. I have also started my units in the planner. So my first unit is real number systems and properties. And I have put in a unit essential question, the unit essential questions, some key learning. I haven't yet added vocabulary. I have to transfer that from a document, but I have added my standards and I've started adding resources. I'm currently in the process of switching my resources from Word and Excel and those types of files into Google Drive, so I haven't quite updated this yet. And that's about it for my LMS. I'm really excited to use it this year. I think students are going to enjoy learning a little bit more. Hopefully they'll get, the sense for blended learning. I feel like using an LMS to do some of these activities online and then do some whole class activities and some independent work, that students can become more independent in their learning. If I set the planner active. The students can work ahead if they wish. They can, use my videos and things that I post to do their own research, so they don't always have to wait for me to tell them what to do. I really feel like this will create students who can problem solve and research and think for themselves and not just wait for students or wait for the teacher to tell them what to do. I'm really excited about using this year. There's a bunch of other features that I'm looking into, but it's hard to without any students. But you can create groups, and I plan on using that for the hybrid rotation stations. So I can group kids and then assign them different assignments based on what group they're in. I can do follow-up and reports. However, we're not using the grade book in It's Learning. Everything will be transferred to Skyward. But I can still use the assignments that are graded here to give them assignment reports, shown here. I can also give them feedback. I know when creating an assignment, I can add a rubric. And there's just lots of things. Let me show you the resources here. I can add folders, notes, pages. Pages are actually my favorite thing because you can add all kinds of content blocks. It's more like a web page. Assignments, crosswords, surveys, so I don't have to use SurveyMonkey anymore. I can just use this. I can create tests in here, multiple choice, short answer. I can link to things like Google Forms, Google Sheets, videos, all that sort of thing. So I'm really excited to use this next year. And that is it.